Hello girls and squirrels, happy Friday and welcome back to my channel.
Hi, I'm Christina Sherilyn and I'm a vintage reseller, which means I rummage through people's unwanted items and find the most amazing vintage pieces to give them a second chance. I love styling up vintage clothing in a modern way, investigating the history of each piece, and most of all, I love the treasure hunt. So follow along on my journey and let's see what we can find.
So I know I said I wasn't gonna thrift all month, but I did. I couldn't help myself. It was calling my name. I was going crazy. But today I have a surprise thrift haul for you guys. You're welcome. I'm actually glad that I went because I got a lot of really good vintage stuff. A lot of good quality pieces. A lot of these pieces are not really elaborate or over the top, but they're good staple pieces that can be worn throughout the seasons. They're good quality pieces. I was really picky about what I picked up this time and I'm really excited about the result. So without further ado, let's see what I got. Alright, so first up is this dress. It is an Irish linen dress by Eileen Fisher. It's actually double layered, and I fought with this thing in the store to try and figure out what was going on because it was all tangled. The inner layer, I guess, came unattached from one side, so it was kind of like flipped inside out and tangled all around. So after spending like 10-15 minutes trying to figure out this dress, I was like, well, I've already put in this much effort into it. I have to buy it now. I did pay up a little bit for it. I think I paid $7 for it. But I think I'm going to keep it in my collection. I may sell it one day because it is in really great condition. It just needs that one little fix to reattach it to the inside. But I really like it. It's a good summer dress. It's a good basic staple piece to have. So I think I'm going to keep it for a little while before I list it. First up is this little sweater vest. It's in brand new condition. I want to say it's probably from the 90s, maybe the 80s, but it's in pristine condition, no flaws, super cute for spring. These are very on trend right now to wear as tops instead of vests. So you could just put this with a pair of high-waisted jeans. This one is a size medium. Next up is another knit vest, but this one doesn't have buttons. You would just have to wear it as a vest, but I really loved the texture of it. It almost reminds me of like sheep or lamb's wool. I don't know. It's made out of acrylic, but it's just really like fluffy, and I liked the texture of it. I like the minimalist design of it and the way that it's shaped. This is also a size medium. I think this would be cute with like a white tank top underneath or even like a white sundress for the summer, and then of course you could use it in the winter and fall as well. So this next clothing piece is just one of those things that I couldn't leave behind because it's just so funny. So it's this shirt. It says, "I love my Willie," and it has a picture of William Shakespeare. And it's crude, it's raunchy, but it's great and it's so funny. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this in my own personal collection or if I'm going to sell this, but it was too good to leave behind. It is a vintage t-shirt. It's just cool. And I like, come on, it's funny. I couldn't leave it there. First glance, I was like, what is this? And I almost passed on it. And then as I looked closer and realized it was William Shakespeare, I threw it in my cart immediately. All right, next up, we have another just simple, pretty basic minimal piece, but the reason I picked it up is because of this knit detail. I really love that. Again, it's just a basic staple piece, but it's a good staple piece to have, and I do like picking up these basics that aren't too basic, like they have some detail to them. So I think this would be super cute. Again, tucked into some high-waisted jeans for the summer. You could put a little skirt over this. You could put overalls over it. You could use it for summer, spring, fall, winter. It is a size large. Next up is this blouse, this 80s polyester blouse. The reason I picked it up is because obviously these puff sleeves, very on trend. It's very lightweight and a good, again, staple piece to have, but it's got enough flair and character to elevate it a little bit. So I think this would be really cute, obviously as like career blouse. You tuck it into some high-waisted black pants. You could wear it with high-waisted jeans, and it's another piece piece that you can wear throughout all the seasons. This one, the tag says it's a size 10. I'd say it fits probably like a modern day large. And it does have shoulder pads in it. I'm probably gonna leave those in because they do help to accentuate this puff shoulder, but they are removable, so if the buyer wants to take them out, they can. So this next piece is a really cool find. I was so excited. This is a vintage UCLA sweatshirt. I love crew neck sweatshirts. In general, I always pick them up to sell. They sell really well, especially college sweatshirts like this that are vintage. They always sell for a decent amount of money, usually in the $35, $40 to $45 range. I've seen some of these UCLA sweatshirts go for even $60. Keep your eyes out for vintage college crew neck sweatshirts. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that there are no stains on this one, which is rare, especially for a white sweatshirt. So I'm really excited to get this one listed. I don't see a size tag. I would say this is probably a 2X. Next up is a fall and winter piece. I'm starting to pick up fall and winter stuff. I know we just kind of got into summer, but I like to shop out of season to go ahead and get the jump on the good stuff. And also fall and winter stuff is usually priced pretty low right now, so that's why I like to go ahead and get the jump on that. So I went ahead and picked up this cable knit blue cardigan. It's very good quality weight. It has these tortoiseshell buttons. I just thought it was a really cute oversized slouchy cardigan. Pair it with leggings and some boots and you're ready to go. There is an extra button in case you need it, but no size tag. I would say it fits like a large, extra large. All right, last piece of clothing to sell is this vintage, I want to say, oh yeah, it's 90s Talbots. This is the vintage Talbots tag. It's a midi length dress. It buttons all the way down. I love these button front dresses. They're just such a good staple piece to have. It doesn't have any like fabric contents tag in it. It feels like a heavyweight silk. It's so soft. Again, another one of those pieces that you can wear throughout all of the seasons depending on what you want to pair it with. This is a size 8. It does have belt loops if you wanted to add a belt to it. So I'll probably style it with a belt. I have a basket of braided leather belts that I may go ahead and pair with this and just include it with the purchase on Poshmark just to kind of, you know, boost the sale a little bit. All right, last clothing piece is this shirt. Now I know what you're thinking, Christina, that is hideous. Why would you buy that? I bought it for the fabric. What I really want to do is find a denim jacket and I want to cut this part off and patch it onto the back of the denim jacket. I'll put an example photo here of kind of the vibe that I'm going for. During the fall and winter months, I used to upcycle flannel shirts, denim jackets, and put patches on the back of them and just do really cool upcycling on those kinds of items. And I want to start doing that again. I'm going to start collecting fabric as I go throughout my thrifting trips. But yeah, that's the reason I picked this one up. It just has like a lot of different textures to it. I don't know if you can tell. It kind of just looks like a bunch of ribbons. And I really, really love the vibe of it. And the good thing about this shirt is they didn't put a whole lot of seams in it, so I can use this entire back. I can use the sleeves for patches, some of the front for patches, so I can use this for multiple pieces. There's a lot of fabric here, so I can get a lot of really good use out of this shirt. And it was half off, so I only paid $2 for this. And this will go a long way, so I'm really excited about this. Alrighty, so moving on to home decor. I picked up 2 pieces of art. They're both very similar, obviously came from the same place. They're 2 different breeds of dogs though, so I think I'm going to list them separately, and then if somebody wants to have both of them, they can just bundle it. I love the frames on these, and I love this style of painting. Obviously this is a lithograph, it's just a print. It's not an actual painting, but it does look like an oil painting. And I love these when they don't come with glass in them. I just think it adds more character. I'm gonna warn you guys, I bought a lot of brass pieces this time. I know you're not surprised. If you've been here for any amount of time, you know that I am a brass-aholic and I can't stop buying brass. So it just is what it is. So I'm gonna try and space it out and not show you all the brass pieces at once. So in the spirit of that, I got this 3-piece set. They kind of look like tin cans, but they're brass, which is cool. So it's just a little set. This one is smaller and a little bit taller, so I'm assuming it goes in the middle. And then these 2 are identical. So I thought that was cool. This one is also a little bit more shiny than the others, but it is a cool little set. You could put anything you want in these: plants, pins, paint brushes, whatever you want to do, but I thought that was a really cool set. I also picked up this brass flower pot, or whatever you want to use it for. I've never come across this shape before. I just thought it was very unique. I think this would be really cool on a mantle with just some like beautiful lush white flowers in it, like some magnolia flowers. That would be really pretty in here. All right, so this next piece I am probably keeping for myself. Just this little blown amber glass vase. It's very heavy, so it is very good quality. I already put some little wildflowers in it, but I just love the shape of it. I always pick these up when I find them. It's not very often that I find them because they are pretty popular, so they get picked over pretty easily. I don't think I can charge enough for it to be worth it selling, so I think I'm just gonna keep it in my collection. Next up is another brass piece. I told you I got a lot of brass this time. It is this little wall hanging planter. I've sold these in the past and they actually fetch a pretty penny because of the style of them. These can be hard to come across as well in thrift stores because they are pretty popular and they get picked over pretty easily, but yeah, that's that. It just hangs on the wall. These look really good with hanging plants in them, and I always pick them up when I see them. Then we've got another, you guessed it, brass piece. It's just this cute little trough pot. I don't know what you call these. The oblong oval pots. Anyways, it's got the handles on it. This one's kind of beat up, so I'm gonna sell it for a little less than I normally would. This would be good for like farmhouse decor because it does have a lot of patina to it and it just looks more aged than ones that I typically pick up. So this next piece is kind of weird. I have really gotten into insect taxidermy. I don't know why, like all of a sudden I'm just like fascinated with it. I actually did a couple of my own. I will go ahead and show you since we're talking about it. Oh, I did this one. I already had this frame. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but this was a little butterfly. And I just really liked the colors on her. I found her outside. She died of natural causes. Don't worry. I just thought she was way too beautiful to just like go back into the earth and turn to dust. So I put her in a frame. And the second one is this bumblebee again. Oh, I don't even know if you can see. There we go. I kind of put it with some little flowers. These flowers came with this frame. I've been looking for something to put in this frame and I thought that was perfect. Again, found this in nature. It died of natural causes. I didn't kill it. Again, it was just too perfect. Like its wings were just perfectly spread out. It was just perfect like that. And I just wanted to save it from turning into dust. So something cool. Very weird, I know. It's a very strange hobby and a weird thing that I've just recently become obsessed with. So anyways, that brings us to what I found at the thrift store, which is this. So pretty. Look at it. Oh, it's so shocking. And this comes off, so I guess I'll take this off so you guys can see it a little bit better. Let me try not to damage it in any way whatsoever. All right, so it's this beautiful Monarch Butterfly. Oh, so pretty. They have her perched on this little piece of wood and the wildflowers. I'm not crazy about the case that they chose because it does have this line and that's kind of distracting. But until I can figure out how to carefully remove it and put it in a more fancy cloche, something like this, I'm gonna leave it in here because I don't want to damage it. I can't believe that it actually survived being donated and wasn't crushed because that top does come off pretty easily. So it's just a miracle that this little lady survived. But yeah, I just thought it was beautiful. I think I paid $2 for it and it'll be great in my new little collection. I'm so excited about this. Alrighty, and last but not least is another brass piece. It's just this really ornate catch-all box. It's got little foots on it. And it's got a latch, opens, again, just a little catch-all box. You can put whatever you want in there. I am tempted to keep this, but I feel like I have enough little like catch-all things that I don't really actually need it. So I probably will be listing this for sale on Poshmark. Alrighty, and that does it for my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure and give it a thumbs up on your way out. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family. We would love to have you. I put new videos out every Wednesday and Friday, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye guys!